Becoming a millionaire is a common desire of my clients and probably something you want to achieve too. But how do you do it? And how do you do it in a way that provides you the things in life that you want? Well, I'm here to tell you that a budget's certainly not going to make you a millionaire, and nor is doing what everyone else is doing. Hey, Andrew Woodward here, and on this channel we focus on the best online marketing strategies that grow your wealth, build a long-term business, and allow you to work from anywhere using nothing more than your laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. And on today's video, I'm going to reveal the 5 things you need to start doing today to become a millionaire, and explain why a budget is not the answer. I'm also going to show you why doing what everyone else is doing will only kill your dreams. Whether you're just getting started on your journey or you're a bit further down the journey of life, it doesn't matter. You still have dreams, things you want to do with your life, and these things need money, and maybe a lot of it. So you want to know how to get yourself some of it. You probably see a bunch of people on YouTube or TikTok or whatever your favorite social platform is, and these people seem to have it all, and they seem to have it easy. Well, in some cases they do. I'm not going to lie, there are people online who have made a crap ton of money without having to do a whole lot of work to start out with. But this is just not the norm. Before we get too far into today's training, it's important to recognize that there are these lucky ones out there. But we're not going to be focusing on them or how they made their money. I'm going to give you the steps that work for me and that work for many others. And these steps have come from many years of studying and learning from people who've had success before me. None of what I'm going to share today is about fluking it or waking up one morning and boom, you're making money like a casino. These 5 steps or tips are what works consistently. Now, before you think this is going to be too much work, I'm going to talk about how to make it happen quickly as well. So let's get stuck into the 5 tips to become a millionaire that don't require a budget and definitely aren't about doing what everyone else is doing. So the first one is make a commitment. Okay, I get it. You've heard this before, but have you done it? Becoming a millionaire doesn't just happen because you want it, because you dream about it, or because you think you deserve it. When I started studying successful people, whether it was in money like Warren Buffett or George Soros, or in sport like Michael Jordan or Greg Norman in golf, the one thing that stood out in each of their journeys and their success was that they committed 100% to achieving their goal. Every waking moment, every action, everything they did was driven by this commitment to succeed and to achieve their goal. They made their commitment and just did everything they could to be successful. Now you might say that you are committed, that you really want to be a millionaire, but if you reviewed what you did just last week, just in the last few days, would it align with your goal? Would it show a commitment to becoming a millionaire? Or would there be some gaps, some flexibility, let's call it, some weaknesses even? Now I'm not saying that to belittle or devalue what you've been doing, but be honest and take a look at what you have been doing. Do you have a solid 100% commitment to achieving your goals? If not, then the first step becomes a whole lot more important to you, right? Because you know that the very first thing you can do is to up the ante on your commitment. Realign your actions, get real clear on your way forward and commit. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest by taking days off, by just getting through a training session. He pushed himself and everyone around him to new levels. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire by thinking about it. He studied, he researched, he perfected his strategy, and he took consistent action. So before you do anything else, make a commitment. Write it down, share it with those close to you, and go all in. It's the most important step, I can promise you that. Now the second step is know your numbers. Yeah, I know, yawn boring. But stick with me because I'm going to debunk some theories here. You've probably heard about get-rich-quick schemes and how they're bad, they must be a scam, a bad idea, and in the most part, they are. I don't know anybody who's made money from these schemes other than maybe the criminals who promote them. But today, I want to introduce the notion that you don't have the time to get rich slow. Now, if we assume the average wage is $50,000 per annum, it's going to be slightly more or less depending on where you live, but let's keep the math simple for now and use 50,000 as the average. That means you can make or earn $1 million in 20 years. Is that going to make you rich or a millionaire? Absolutely not, right? Once you take out taxes, expenses and entertainment, you aren't going to be left with much. So let's say you can make $1 million per year. Will that make you rich or a millionaire? Well, absolutely it will. Maybe not in the first year, but do it enough years in a row, maybe 2 or 3, and you're going to be a millionaire. So the obvious difference here is time. So becoming a millionaire is not necessarily about how much you make, but how quickly you can do it. Rich people value their time more than money, whereas poor people value money more than their time. Now think about that for a moment. You can't become a millionaire if you don't value your time. So to become a millionaire, you need to know your numbers. What do you need to earn to achieve your goals and by when? If it means you need to earn $200,000 per year instead of $50,000, then you need to learn how to make that money, which I'll explain more in the next step. And one more thing I want to point out here is that relying on a budget to make you a millionaire is just not going to work. A budget does not work. It does not help you grow your money. It does not help you make more money. And it certainly isn't there to help you when you need it most. Now, let me explain by using a diet as an example. If you're like me, you've probably tried a diet or two. You write out your meal plans, you make a list of what you will and won't eat, and you have an understanding of how many calories you can eat to achieve your goal. You commit, like we talked about in step 1, and for the first few days or weeks, you do okay. Things are going reasonably well, and then you're out with friends or you're at a work function, and there are all these foods that are not on your plan. The first few times this happens, you might resist, but eventually it becomes too difficult and you need to eat, right? So you eat some foods that aren't on your diet. Now, where was the diet you wrote down? How was it helping you then? It wasn't. Now this pattern repeats, and after a while the temptations keep winning, and the diet you wrote down that's at home in the drawer or on the fridge, it can't help you when you're out and about. The same goes for a budget. When you're out shopping and you see that new thing that you really want in that moment, the budget isn't there to help you. You spend the money that's supposed to be saved or invested. Simply, a budget is not the way to becoming a millionaire. If it was, why are there not more people who have budgets crushing their money goals? Okay, rant over. So, step 2 is to know your numbers. Know what you need to earn and by when to achieve your goals. Don't just go through the day, day-to-day hoping. Know what you need and commit to getting it. Okay, next is number 3. And number 3 is consistently learn. Again, all of the people I've studied, every single one of them is always learning. It's just a fact of life. If you want to succeed at anything, you have to be a career learner. Now, I mentioned in the Know Your Steps section that if you're currently earning the average wage of say $50,000 and you determine you need to be earning $200,000, well, the thing you need to do the most is learn. Learn how to make $200,000. Learn a new skill. Learn how to be better at an existing skill. Learn how to start your own business, whatever it's going to take to start making the money you need to be making. It comes down to learning. Now, if you want to start a new business online to get started with your passion project, then check out the special offer with a mega bonus package I have for you in the link I'll leave in the description. I found a way to help people get started online that works in just 30 days. You can start out as a side hustle and then convert to full time, or you can go all in from the start. The key is I can guide you to success in 30 days with the help of some amazing resources and a mentor. So check that out down below. Now, I don't need to say much more about this step. Consistently learning is as simple as it sounds. Just keep on finding ways to be better. Imagine for a moment that you're Michael Jordan in high school and you want to be the best in the NBA. What would he do? What did he do? Okay. So number 4 is to break down into pieces, smaller pieces, the goal you want to achieve. A lot of people I work with say they want to become a millionaire, but they're overwhelmed by the size of the goal. Having never made $1 million, they just see it as a massive hurdle or mountain and get bogged down in the size of the goal and often lose the battle before they begin. The easiest way to overcome this hurdle and this trap is to break it down into smaller pieces. So let's look at the example of earning $200,000 per year again. If you're currently earning $50,000 per year, it isn't normal to instantly start earning $200,000 per year. So work out the steps you need to take to get there and break them down into small actions that you can take each day to get there. This might include learning a new skill, starting a new business, or getting a promotion. Either way, you need to take some steps to get there, so break them down into bite-sized chunks that are simple to achieve. And one of the things you'll discover with money is that it loves momentum. If you build up some small actions and stack them on top of each other consistently, you'll build up momentum. And with momentum comes results. They start out a little slow, and then before you know it, boom, things are moving a lot quicker. And you know that once you start stacking those actions more and more, the momentum grows even quicker and the results come quicker. And that hurdle that puts so many people off at the start suddenly looks a lot less daunting. So the final step is to get a coach. I want to come back to Michael Jordan. Despite being the greatest of all time, he always had a coach. He had people he went to for advice and support. Warren Buffett may not describe Charlie Munger as his coach, but he was someone he could go to for advice. All the greats have coaches. In my 5+ years growing online businesses, the thing that initially surprised me, but now makes total sense, is that even those that are crushing it, the ones doing the multi-million-dollar launches or making millions per month, they all have coaches. The simple truth is that nobody achieves anything worth achieving without support. You just can't know or see everything there is to see on your journey to success on your own. The best at anything have coaches to help them see what they can't see, to support them mentally and to guide them. Now, over the years of being a coach for many people, I've refined my style as I understood that the role of a coach is not necessarily to teach new skills, although that plays a role initially. It's to be more about hearing what your client's working through and to show them or guide them to the next level they're seeking to achieve. A coach's role is to be your guide, to help you overcome hurdles, to bounce ideas and to provide the support you need, whether it be with mindset, resources, tools, or just someone to talk to. The coach's role is super important to your success. And if you want a coach to get you started online, to start the journey to making the money you want, to tap into multiple income streams, then click the link in the description and let's get you started working with me on your way to your goals, whatever they may be. And if you came to this video wanting a quick get-rich-quick scheme, I'm sorry I haven't given it to you. However, if you came wanting to learn how to become a millionaire quickly, then these 5 steps are your best starting point. The thing to take away from this video is that becoming a millionaire is not about stumbling onto some magic potion or new trick. It's about understanding the foundations of success and then applying them with 100% commitment. You see, this is what everyone else who is not successful is not prepared to do. Everyone else is just going about life, letting life happen to them rather than making it happen. And for some, that's really all they want. But I suspect if you've watched to this point, you're not that type of person. So take advantage of these 5 tips, apply them to your life, and start making life happen for you. Go and get what you want. You deserve it, and I believe you can have it. Well, I hope today's video was helpful for you and revealed how you can get started on the journey to becoming a millionaire. Let's do a quick recap of today's training and the 5 steps to becoming a millionaire that I've learned on my journey from studying the world's best. Number 1, make a commitment. Number 2, know your numbers. Number 3, consistently learn. Number 4, break it down into pieces. And number 5, get a coach. Now, I can't make you any guarantees because I'm not you and I don't know how determined you are. But I do know that if you apply these 5 steps in your life, you will succeed. And I also know that $1 million may end up being just a stepping stone to much bigger things for you. Thanks for watching today's training. If you want to join my inner circle and get access to me and personal one-on-one coaching to set up your online business, then make sure you click the link in the description to access your free 14-day trial to ClickFunnels, and then let me know you're in and we can get you started building your first funnel. And as Russell Brunson says, the owner of ClickFunnels, you're only one funnel away. So click the link and let's get started today. And to continue to get these free training videos, make sure you click on the subscribe button and the little bell to get notified when a new training's released. And do me a favor, click the like button, leave me a comment below, let me know what you think of this training. I'll read all the comments and I'll reply to everyone. I want to hear from you. I want to know whether this training was useful for you. And don't forget to get started, click the link below to get your free ClickFunnels trial and join my inner circle for personal one-on-one coaching.